Hello, today we are going to solve the pivot pin bracket exercise. Let's start. I'll choose classic mode and sprint. Let's take a moment and think about this design together. It consists of three main parts. This is part number one. It's a revolved feature. You can see it up here. The thickness of which is constant, 6 millimeters, and the height is 80 millimeters. The inner diameter is a/4, which is this variable divided by 4. The second part is this bracket. And the third part is there are two webs, one in the vertical direction and the other in the horizontal direction. The first thing I'm going to ask is where to put my origin point. We have this symmetry plane and this symmetry plane. Let's use those together. So I will put my origin point right over here and draw this part first. And then the next thing is I'm going to draw this web, which will give me the placement of this back feature, which is a bracket. And for the bracket, we have 3 holes, which are concentric with the outer radii. We have the width of this bracket, the height of the first cut here, and the distance between the bottom and the cylinder. Okay, now let's start modeling. First, I will go to the front plane, make center lines, like one vertical and another horizontal. Then I will draw my shape, just roughly like this. I like to draw it just half of it and then use the mirror command to mirror about this center line. This way, if I do anything, it will automatically update on the bottom. This thickness equals to C. Let's make it cap. And C is equal to 6 millimeters. I don't need to make equations separately. I can just put equal and C, and it will automatically add it. The height is equal A. If I click this icon, it will create a new global variable. I will give it its initial dimension, which is 80. Press OK. This is also equals C, but since I already have it, I don't need to create it again. And the inner diameter is equal A. Select and then divide by 4. Press OK. Now we have our fully defined sketch. We can go to Features, Revolved Boss, and choose this as an axis of revolution and press OK. Now we have our first feature. The second feature is a web which goes in the vertical direction. The best way to do it is going by the top plane. Do a center line like this. Then a rectangle. Choose the midpoint, constrain it to this point. And the other point, I'm going to make the hidden lines visible and just capture this point. Then I will make the width of it equals to C. And this distance is equals to B, which is 100. Now I have a fully defined sketch. Let's go to Extruded Boss. First direction would be up to surface, and I will select this face. Second direction will also be up to surface, and choose this face. This way, when the height changes, the extrusion will adapt to it. This is very important when doing parametric modeling. You don't want to break any relations between the parts when the dimensions change. Let's do this bracket by selecting this face and drawing on it. I will make a new construction line, vertical. but I will do it in the opposite direction. You'll know why in a second. Then I will select this midpoint, go horizontal, and then do it like this. And let's add some dimensions. This first dimension equals to B. This one, oops, sorry. This one equals to A divided by 2. And now I need to make the bottom fillet, so I need to make a mirror first. Choose these and mirror them about the center line. Then go to fillet. I will choose those 3 corners. Yes, ignore this warning. I will not add a dimension since I'm going to double click here and make it equals to A divided by 5. And finally, I'm going to select this line and make a dimension to this center point. Make it 20. Let's add the holes. I'm going to add 3 holes from the center points of the fillets, like this. Then I'm going to select all of them while holding the control key on the keyboard and make them equal. And I will give a dimension between this circle and that circle, which is equal C. Now everything is fully defined. I will go to feature, choose extruded boss. Instead of up to surface, I will make it blind, but the direction needs to be to the inside, so I will flip the direction. And the distance should be equals C. And merge the result. Now the final thing to do is go to the top plane and create the tapered web. To do this, I'm going to just click here and here and here to make those 2 lines. I will open the hidden line view, choose this point, then make another line from here up to the tangent. To make it automatically tangent, I will move around until I see the tangency thing. Yep, here it is, but it didn't capture it, so I will click both and make them tangent. Now I will select this line and convert this arc, sorry, and then trim the excess area. And finally, let's give it a dimension from here to here equals 17. Let's make a center line, horizontal one, so we can mirror it to the other side. Choose mirror, select this loop, mirror about that center line, right click to confirm. Now we have our sketch fully defined. Let's go and make an extruded boss base. I will choose the direction to be mid plane and the distance equals to C. Make sure the merge result is clicked. Press OK. Now everything is fully set up. Let's go and add some material. Edit material. Plain carbon steel. And for the mass, I would like to add a sensor. Go to choose mass properties, and properties is mass, and choose this body. Press OK. Now I have it here directly on the screen. The other method is to go to evaluate and choose mass properties, but this sensor thing is faster, and that's why I would like to use it. So the answer of our first mass is 1186.36. Let's go and edit the configuration. So A2 is 120, B2 is 150, and C2 is 12. Press OK. Now the sensor automatically updates. 5594.52. Submit. Let's see if our results were correct. Yep, Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.